I still remember the day I arrived in Willow Creek like it was yesterday. The sleepy town was shrouded in a dense fog, and the air was thick with an eerie silence. I had been hired by the local sheriff to investigate the theft of the priceless Willow Creek heirloom, a stunning diamond necklace that had been passed down through generations. The family was frantic, and the town was in an uproar. As I began my investigation, I spoke to the family members, each with their own secrets and motives. There was Emma, the young daughter, who claimed she hadn't been in the room when the necklace went missing. Her eyes darted back and forth as she spoke, and I couldn't help but wonder if she was telling the truth. Then there was James, the eldest son, who seemed arrogant and dismissive, but beneath his tough exterior, I sensed a deep-seated insecurity. But as I dug deeper, I uncovered a web of deceit and lies that went far beyond the missing necklace. It seemed that the family was involved in some shady business dealings, and the necklace was just the tip of the iceberg. I discovered a cryptic letter, hidden away in the attic, that hinted at a dark family secret. The more I dug, the more I realized that the disappearance of the necklace was just a small part of a much larger mystery. I started to feel a sense of unease, as if I was being watched, and the shadows seemed to grow longer and darker. It was then that I stumbled upon an old newspaper article, hidden away in the town's archives. The headline read, "Willow Creek Family Embroiled in Scandal." As I read the article, my eyes widened in shock. The family had been involved in a notorious scandal decades ago, one that had left a trail of destruction and heartbreak in its wake. I realized that the missing necklace was just a small part of a much larger narrative, one that had been hidden in plain sight for years. I decided to pay a visit to the local historian, a wispy old woman named Agnes, who had a wealth of knowledge about the town's dark past. She greeted me with a knowing smile, and we sat down in her cozy living room, surrounded by old photographs and dusty tomes. As we spoke, I noticed a faint tremble in her hands, and I sensed that she was holding back secrets. "What do you know about the Willow Creek family?" I asked her, my voice barely above a whisper. Agnes looked around the room nervously, as if she feared being overheard. "They're not what they seem," she whispered. "They've been hiding secrets for years, secrets that could destroy their reputation forever." As I left Agnes' house, I felt a sense of determination wash over me. I was determined to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. The darkness that had shrouded Willow Creek for so long was finally beginning to lift, and I was determined to shine a light on the secrets that had been hidden for so long. The next day, I received a cryptic message from an anonymous source, hinting at a shocking revelation. I followed the lead to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, where I discovered a hidden safe. Inside, I found a series of documents that revealed the truth about the Willow Creek family's dark past. As I read the documents, my heart sank. The family had been involved in some of the most heinous crimes in town's history, and the missing necklace was just a small part of a much larger scheme. I realized that the family's reputation was built on lies and deceit, and that the truth was far more sinister than I could have ever imagined. I decided to confront the family with the evidence, and as I arrived at their mansion, I could feel the tension in the air. Emma, James, and their parents stood before me, their faces pale and frightened. I handed them the documents, and as they read the words, their eyes widened in horror. The family's dark secret was finally exposed, and the town of Willow Creek would never be the same again. I had uncovered the truth, but at what cost? The family's reputation was in tatters, and the town was left to pick up the pieces. As I left the mansion, I couldn't help but wonder what other secrets lay hidden in the shadows of Willow Creek. The case of the missing heirloom had been solved, but the real mystery was only just beginning to unfold.